Viewmasters, it's the podcast that we do. Viewmasters, talk about movies that we view. Viewmasters, my friend Eric and me Joe. Viewmasters, hey, let's start the show.
Hey, welcome to the Viewmasters, episode 310, Guillermo del Toro's Pinnochio. My name is Joe.
My name is Eric.
Hello, Eric.
Hello, Joe.
How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Excellent.
Fuck this movie.
Yeah, this movie was feelings-inducing.
Yep.
And I did not care for it.
Yeah. Oh, boy. So, I want to sidestep right away.
Okay.
Real quick. Slightly related still, but, so it is on Netflix. We've said it. It's on IMDB as Guillermo del Toro's Pinnochio.
Yes.
The end credits, he is listed as the co-director.
Right.
And he did co-write it as well. The co-director with him is a guy by the name of Mark Gustafson, I believe, who I just kind of glanced at some of his credits. He's done a lot of stop motion animation work.
Okay.
The only reason I am bringing this specific thing up is that I listened to the podcast Blank Check.
Sure.
They are currently doing a series on Henry Selick.
Okay, yeah.
Whose most famous movie is Tim Burton's A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Right. Yeah, that sucks for him.
Yeah, allegedly he's got some feelings about how that all worked out.
I'm sure.
So, at least with this one, Guillermo del Toro did at least co-direct it and
right.
have more of a heavy hand in it than Tim Burton did with Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah. I think, did Henry Selick also do Coraline?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coraline's a great movie.
Neil Gaiman's Coraline.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. I have not seen it, actually.
It's really good.
I own it.
That sounds right.
Yep.
Oh, boy. Pinnochio. Pinecone boy.
Yep. Is that truly what that means?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
It occurred to me when Geppetto, I'm not going to do that every time, when Geppetto buries the pine cone, that like, oh, that's probably the root of Pinocchio.
Yeah.
That I had never really thought about it before.
I had not either.
Yeah.
To be fair, I am very unfamiliar with the story in general of Pinocchio.
Me too.
If I have seen the Disney version, which, of course, starring Tom Hanks.
Right.
Came out earlier this year.
Yeah. I thought that was just Geppetto Year 1, wasn't it? No, I don't know. We are watching that next, though, right? This is part of the Pinocchio series.
Yeah, we're going to watch all the Pinocchio adaptations.
Excellent. And then AI.
Yep. So I if I have ever seen the original Disney version, I remember very, very little of it.
Yeah.
I get the basic gist. He's a puppet that. Well, the Disney one is that he's a puppet that wants to be a real boy, right?
Right. Well, yeah, so they, wish upon a star, brings him to life, and then, he wants to become a real boy.
Right. That seems to be mostly missing from this version.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He is just full on believing he's a real boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, I enjoyed. I'd love for some comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I know the lion makes your nose grow.
Mm-hmm.
I knew the getting swallowed by a whale at one point. The singing cricket,
Right.
acting as his conscience.
I do think he maybe joins a circus at some point.
I feel like
original.
that is familiar as well.
And then he gets drunk,
Yeah,
and there's elephants,
yeah.
like a baby elephant march or something, pink elephants, I don't know.
Like
And then
Disney.
at some point he turns into a donkey.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up too.
Yeah. No idea
Yeah.
what the context is for that.
Are there Nazis in that one though?
I don't think so.
There's a lot of Nazis in this one.
Yeah. Were the Italians
Not
just fascists?
just fascists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever the Mussolini
Yeah.
followers were.
Pro
If they had a
Axis.
name.
Yeah.
Pro Axis, yeah.
They did the Sieg Heil salute.
They did.
The Ron Perlman character wore a red armband, in a similar fashion.
Yeah. I could not place his voice to save my life until I saw his name in the credits, and I was like, of fucking course it was Ron Perlman.
Yeah. I think it was about his second or third appearance when I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, Tommy Lee Jones? No. Clancy Brown? No.
Yeah, it could have been Clancy Brown.
Could have been.
I mean, he and Ron Perlman are almost the same guy.
It's true. And then, I saw both Cate Blanchett and Tilda Swinton.
Yeah.
Who I assume were just the two wood sprites.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
Cate Blanchett is credited, at least on IMDb. Could be wrong. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
As the monkey.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Okay. What?
Yeah. Cate Blanchett is Spezzatura.
Interesting.
The blind in one eye, ugly fucking monkey.
Okay. All right. Wow. Give her an Oscar. She is unrecognizable. You see that word thrown around a lot, like Daniel Radcliffe is unrecognizable as Weird Al Yankovic. No, he's not. It's just Daniel Radcliffe, clearly.
Yeah.
But no, she is absolutely unrecognizable as the monkey in this movie. So was Swinton then both of the wood sprites?
I think
I guess?
so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting.
Yep.
Oh boy. Was Finn Wolfhard Pinocchio?
No.
Who was Pinocchio?
I believe it's a boy by the name of Jeremy Mann.
Oh, okay. It should be Jeremy Boy.
It should be.
He's young.
Yeah. Yeah, Finn Wolfhard was Candlewick.
Yeah.
The little fascist boy.
Gotcha. Aw, he had a heart of gold.
As do most fascists.
He had good people on both sides. Yeah, a lot of fascism in this movie.
Yep.
Did not expect that.
Not one bit.
But, I mean, Del Toro loves Italy in that era.
Yep.
Or, early 20th century, so I guess it makes sense it would pop up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he loves it because of the fascists.
No.
Yeah. But
He loves exploring that era.
Yeah. I mean, this is at least his third movie?
At least.
With heavy Nazi references?
Yeah.
Obviously Hellboy.
Yeah.
Which, have I ever told you about the review I read of Hellboy?
No. Oh, no.
It was that the local Dayton paper, I think it was like the Dayton Voice or something like that at the time. The movie reviewer gave Hellboy a negative review because of just how poorly it painted the Nazis as villains.
What?
Yep.
Holy shit.
It's just like, aren't we just tired of seeing Nazis as villains anymore?
I mean, I feel like there's a way to say that that's reasonable.
Sure.
That's not sympathetic to them.
I feel like he probably was, though.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything that we've learned in the last half decade, they're everywhere.
That's true. They're in your free local paper.
Yep.
The one place I thought was immune. Oh, man. Yeah.
Anywho's will be.
Ewan McGregor is Sebastian J. Cricket.
Yep.
I assume the J stands for Jiminy.
I guess so. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I've also never read the original novel.
Nope.
Our friend Jason, he was talking to me about it last night, and I do remember about a year ago, he brought it with him over. He had been reading it.
Okay.
And then yesterday we were just out of nowhere. He was like, "Hey, have you seen the new Pinocchio movie on Netflix?" You know, I was like, "No, but Joe and I are going to watch it tomorrow." And he's like, "Oh, we watched it over the weekend. It's really good."
Nice.
He was like, it made me want to go back and try to pick up the novel again. I only got about halfway through.
All right.
So he said it's real weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's anything like the movie, I imagine so.
I mean, the movie's real weird.
Yeah.
So this is based on the novel, I guess, more directly than, any previous loan adaptation.
Yeah, I mean, the novel is public domain,
Yeah.
so, yeah, they can't use the Disney iconography or anything.
Right. And then in the early 2000s, there was an illustrated version of the novel that came out, illustrated by artist Grizz Grimley.
Okay.
And so this movie is based on his illustration work. So, like, the character designs and everything is based on that. And, of course, Del Toro brought his usual gang of people with him.
Yeah.
So we got Guy Davis on, character design, fleshing out the characters. I'm assuming, like, the whale at the end is a very Guy Davis kind of thing.
Yeah.
Very at home in, like, the BPRD Hellboy marquee world.
Yeah, can definitely see that.
Yeah. So just some nice comic book ties in there.
Yeah. I mentioned a name that I know you didn't recognize, Vera Brosgall.
Yeah.
Or Brogzall, I can't remember which it is. But yeah, she's done a bunch of, like, YA graphic novels and stuff like that. She was, I believe, the story editor.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'm an OA, so...
I understand.
I don't...
Who was Geppetto?
David Bradley.
That's right, yes.
Yes. If you need an old British guy, that's the guy you go to.
I knew it was a Harry Potter voice.
Yep.
But I could not place. I thought for a minute maybe it was Jim Broadbent doing a thing. But no, yeah, it's absolutely David Bradley.
I know him. I mean, much like every other British actor, he's been in every British television everything.
Right.
Multiple times. But I know him best as he played William Hartnell.
Yes.
In the docu-movie or biopic about the first Doctor Who, the origin of Doctor Who.
Yeah, An Adventure in Time and Space.
Yes, yeah. And then eventually went on to play the first Doctor.
Yeah.
In Doctor Who.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
It is really cool. He was also in Guillermo del Toro's The Strain TV series.
All right.
So, yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
Everyone's great in this movie.
Who did Doug Jones play? He is also unrecognizable. I could not pick him out, but I assume he was there.
Maybe he did motion cap for
for Pinocchio?
Yeah.
Oh man, that'd be so cool. I hope they release that footage.
No, I don't. I'm sure there's probably some CG work in this. I mean, there probably has to be, but it is a stop motion animation project.
Yeah.
Which so it probably took 17 years to make.
Right.
Because it's also long.
Yeah, it's almost full 2 hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this movie is stunning looking.
It is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah.
Frequently, I would just forget that I was watching an animated movie.
Yeah.
Like even though everyone is super exaggerated and cartoony, and there is a heavily exaggerated wooden boy,
Right.
running around and just being gangly and puppety. Just often just forgot that this was a cartoon.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I got really absorbed in it as well.
Yeah.
In that same way.
Like I know at one point there's the scene where Geppetto goes to where the circus had been, and it's just like an empty space. And I thought to myself, I wonder where that is.
Yeah. Probably somewhere in Italy.
Right?
I imagine.
Sure.
Yeah. 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 I don't know what else to say about the animation. It's spectacular.
Right? Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know that I realized it was stop motion. I think I thought it was CG.
Okay.
It's that smooth. The stop motion is so good.
There's like one or two herky-jerky moments, but I think possibly on purpose.
Yeah.
Specifically with Pinocchio.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just so stunning. And again, I'm sure there's probably some CG because every movie has CG in it now.
Right.
Because that's what we do. But no, yeah, there's just like he front loaded at the on purpose at the end credits, like all the animators who worked on the movie, like before the cast, which like I think I read that he said, I mean, they did so much hard work that it's insulting not to have them credited first.
Yeah.
And because stop motion takes a minute.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the way that Netflix credits work,
right,
is that as soon as it's just credits, it's showing you something else. It's minimizing the screen.
Yeah.
So having the animator names on while Sebastian is still singing his song on screen was really smart.
Yep.
Just from a Netflix standpoint, like he knew how to game that to get people to see their names.
If I was making a Netflix movie, I would just have every actor just continue doing saves throughout the credits. Or just, if it's a comedy, just show all the bloopers.
Yeah.
Like, just Smokey and the Bandit that shit all the way through the end. Oh, there was a movie, I think, was it I can't remember the name of it, but...
Avengers Endgame.
No.
No, okay. That's the only movie I know.
Okay. Well, this is gonna hurt the podcast a lot.
Now I'm coming in as a blank slate. Now I've seen Avengers Endgame and Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. What'll I watch next?
It's your turn to pick.
Oh, man!
You don't know any movies.
I guess Avengers Infinity War. Anyway, I'm sorry. You were trying to say something actual.
What was the movie we watched that had Jesse Plemons in it?
I'm thinking of Ending Things.
That's the one, yeah. Didn't that, have something that, went to, the very end of the movie so that...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think just maybe a shot of the car in the parking lot.
Yeah, yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Yep. Genius.
It was.
Fucking
really.
genius.
Oh, I love that movie.
I don't remember what I thought of it.
I think you maybe didn't like it as much as I did.
It's
but
possible.
I really loved it.
Listener, go back, find it, and tell me what I thought of it. The movie I couldn't even remember the name of.
Right.
I look forward to forgetting about watching Pinocchio at some point.
Yeah.
Boy, this movie, lots of feels.
Yeah, starts with a dead son.
Yep.
Ends with a dead son.
Yep.
Sort of.
Yeah.
And then everybody else dies.
Yeah.
Time passes.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yep.
Pretty sick of it.
I after like 5 minutes, you said something, and I said, should we abort?
I said that I was not prepared for the emotional damage that this movie was about to do. Because I knew that Carlos' death was coming up.
Well, I mean, it is the first thing that is shown in the movie.
It's true.
He is dead.
Yeah.
So we are aware that that's about to happen.
Right.
Just the hows of it are kept vague. But still, yeah, even though... yeah. Not great.
Yeah. I actually was okay with that.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I would have aborted.
Yeah.
We could have just held this off for another day and watched Weird Al again.
Nah.
All right.
I gotta toughen up.
Okay, all right. But then by the end, I was crying too. So
Yeah.
Lots of, just in general, lots of dad shit.
Yeah.
And that'll always get me too. So.
I figured that would get you. Yeah. Yeah, I almost feel like it sort of sets up a sequel. Like, the further adventures of Pinocchio.
It's possible.
I don't know that I would want to see that.
Yeah.
But it feels like the door is open for it.
Isn't that a Jonathan Taylor Thomas movie or something like that?
It very well might be. I do think there was a Pinocchio movie that he was in.
Yeah.
That maybe did they do on How Did This Get Made? I don't remember.
They did. That's the only reason I know about it. Even though I'm pretty sure it came out at the time when I worked at the theater.
Yeah, it would have been mid-90s for sure.
Yep.
Home Improvement times.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not sure that I would want to see a sequel to this. And Del Toro, aside from Hellboy, doesn't seem to be too interested in sequels to things.
Yeah.
Although I guess Pacific Rim, but he didn't direct that
I was
one.
going to say that wasn't him, yeah. All good.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
It's all right.
I'm Chaco.
Yeah. I will just say Pacific Rim 2 Uprising or whatever the hell it was called.
Yeah.
One of the dumbest fucking movies I have ever sat through.
I feel like that's a movie that Jenny and I started to watch at some point and didn't make it very far.
Yeah, I went to the theater to see it. Thank you, Movie Pass.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's how I saw Justice League.
Yeah. I did not. But I didn't see Justice League, so not until the Zack Snyder version.
Of course. Yeah, I appreciate that you waited for the true vision of the movie to be released.
Well, I should have waited even longer for the black and white version. The way he truly intended a superhero movie to be.
Right.
In black and white.
Boy, it's a shame what they're doing to the Snyderverse, isn't it?
Sure is.
Can you believe James Gunn and that other guy whose name I don't remember?
Pete Safran?
Yeah, I think that is what it is. Yeah. Just discarding great movies like Wonder Woman 1984 and I assume Black Adam.
Yep.
I can't believe Black Adam is already on HBO Max.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There was a couple weeks ago I was looking for something to watch and saw it like on Amazon for like a rental.
Yeah.
And I thought, would I rent this? Yeah, and I looked at it and it was like $19 to rent it. I said, no, I wouldn't.
Yeah. Well, it's free with HBO Max now.
Huh. I'll debate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I would watch that before I'd watch some other DC movies, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah. Can't think of any right at the moment.
Exactly.
Because I feel like I've seen them all anyway.
Yeah. Not The Batman.
I have not seen The Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably won't watch Black Adam.
Okay.
Yeah.
I support that decision.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, you do love Dr. Fate.
I do love Dr. Fate, but I also heard that he dies in the movie. Spoiler.
Yeah.
So, and I know that hierarchy of power was changed, and it's
It has changed multiple times since then. Don't worry.
That's true. Yeah.
A lot going on.
Yep.
Pinnochio.
I do. We've talked about this before. I think Henry Cavill could do a really good Superman, and was kind of pulling for that to actually happen now, but it won't.
Yeah.
But also, I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that too, especially some stuff about his behavior on the set of The Witcher has come out.
Oh, okay.
That's not great.
Alrighty.
So maybe best that we just move on from Henry Cavill at this point, unfortunately.
I've kind of always gotten the vibe that he's probably not a great person, so, whatever, but he does look like a good Superman.
He does, for sure, yeah.
So, alright, that's fine. Pinocchio.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this movie.
It was not what I was expecting at all.
It was actually not as dark as I expected it to be,
being
a Del Toro thing.
I did expect it to be darker.
I also didn't expect it to be a musical.
I also was not expecting that. Had I expected that, probably would not have jumped right on making this a pick of mine.
Right.
It's not that bad. There's only a handful of songs.
Yeah.
So...
one of them is about how Mussolini is a poop.
Yeah.
That was great.
It was. And I think that goes with my rule about musicals, though, is that I will accept songs in a movie if it is part of a performance within the movie.
Okay, sure.
And it is Pinocchio in the circus performing in front of an audience, singing that song. I'm okay with it.
Okay.
But, and even when Geppetto first sings to Carlo at the beginning of the movie before he dies, I accepted that because that is him singing a song to his son.
Yeah.
But then when Pinocchio comes to life and he starts singing hey, what's this thing?
Yeah.
Or whatever that song was.
It's basically What's This from A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah. That is the type of musical number that I really cannot abide by.
And I think that's really the only one that's like that, if I remember right. Other than, I guess, Jiminy tries to sing a couple times.
Sebastian.
I'm sorry. I said what I said. Cricket, as the caption says.
Yes. That is what he's credited as too on IMDb. Yeah, but he does attempt to break out in song, but is often cut off and to humorous effect.
Yeah.
This movie is a lot funnier than I expected it to be.
Definitely.
Especially after such a downer of a fucking beginning.
This is Guillermo del Toro's Up. Is what this is.
Kind of.
Yeah.
It is sort of about an old man trying to work his way through life.
Yeah.
With crazy companions.
Right. It needed a talking dog.
Yeah.
Talking cricket is fine. But...
Yeah.
Or let Kate Blanchett use her real voice for the monkey.
So, there is a scene where Pinocchio and the monkey are alone, and the monkey controls the puppets that work with Pinocchio.
Right.
And then
so that must have been Kate Blanchett.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. That hadn't occurred to me.
But that means then that the monkey was talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it must.
Because then Count Volpe, played by Christoph Waltz, who I had to look up who was doing his voice because I had no idea.
I did recognize his voice.
Right.
Yeah.
Accuses the monkey of saying something to Pinocchio, and, putting ideas in his head, and so. Yeah, so I believe the monkey can actually talk.
Do we just chalk this up to inconsistent magical realism? Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe the monkey can talk, but only through the puppets.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe that's the only way.
Or just if it's if you're not looking at the monkey, then it can talk. It's like Michigan J Frog,
right? Or only one person can hear the monkey talk.
Yep,
and it's Pinocchio.
Because he's a little wooden boy.
He's a supernatural creature himself, so therefore
he is an abomination in the eyes of God.
He's a little wooden boy. He's just a little wooden boy.
He is.
He is an abomination to God. I thought when he went to church, I thought this movie was going to take a real turn. That was where I expected the Del Toro horror to come in.
Same. So when he comes to life and he's essentially terrorizing Geppetto in his cabin.
Yeah.
I did have the thought in my head that Geppetto created a monster.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's Frankenstein, essentially.
Yep. This is an abomination in the eyes of God. And then almost immediately Geppetto goes to church.
Yeah.
And Pinocchio follows, and I thought, oh, fuck. Shit's gonna get real bad.
Yeah. They're gonna burn that little wooden boy.
Yep. Also, every time the phrase "little wooden boy" is said in the movie, I could only think of The Tick.
Okay. Is that from The Tick?
There's an episode where the Tick and Arthur have a fight. The Tick builds himself a little wooden boy to be his new sidekick.
Sure. Okay. So is this like a Cheeks the Toy Wonder scenario where he just sort of throws the boy into battle?
Pretty much.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right.
And it's basically just like a plank of wood with like some really dangly limbs and some eyes and a smile drawn on in a Sharpie.
Excellent. All right. Good for him.
Yep.
He figures out a way to keep going.
Oh, life finds a way.
Yeah, it does.
Until you die.
Little wooden boys find a way.
Just the point of this movie.
Yes, that everything dies.
Everything that you love will go away.
Yeah. Yeah. No shit.
Oh, fuck. 10 minutes into this, I texted my girlfriend. I said, this may have been a mistake. For both of us.
That was really good.
It is excellent. Yes.
Yeah. Just heavier. Heavier than I thought.
Yeah. I mean, I do like going into movies not knowing what to expect.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess maybe a little heads up about some of it would have been good beforehand, you know? But that's on me, so.
I mean, I guess, you know, there should be, like, that website, like, Does the Dog Die? Like, does this movie deal with the concept of mortality?
I mean, all the best movies do, I guess.
Yeah.
Sadly. But yeah, there's a certain tone that you do expect with a Del Toro movie. And some of it is there, for sure. But yeah, I just, overall, like, unexpected Nazis and way funnier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. When the whale sneezes them out, that was awesome.
Yeah, the whale's gross.
The whale's so gross.
Yep.
How long do we think Geppetto and Sebastian live in there, in the belly of this whale?
I mean, they're eating well, so...
That's true.
So, quite a while, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Pinnochio goes on tour for quite a while and joins the army. Watches a man die by getting a bomb dropped on him.
That guy had it coming.
He really did.
Yeah. USA.
Yeah, it took me a second to realize that the enemy in this movie is us.
Yeah. Or at least the general allies.
Sure.
Yeah.
It could have been the British.
Could have been the British.
Yeah, I don't know who bombed Italy.
I don't know.
My history is bad.
Yeah.
Which is weird. I love history. I love learning about history. But I don't know a damn thing.
Well, that's good. It's good to be, inquisitive about it.
Yeah.
You have a lot to learn. There's a lot of history out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I remember Jason and I once talking, and him saying that he hated history. But he, chalked it up to, I don't want to learn, dates and statistics and stuff. I was like, well, that's not history.
Yeah.
It's just...
That's facts.
Yeah, that's facts. That's a timeline that you're looking at, possibly a graph.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not what history is. And here's
Pinocchio.
Yeah. I would highly recommend this.
Definitely. Yeah.
Always...
Gird your loins.
Yep.
Brace yourself a little bit.
Yep. Always looking forward to see what Del Toro does next.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to rest too much on his laurels. Maybe Shape of Water 2 is coming out next.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Oh, awesome. Revenge of the Merman.
It's got to be something that Doug Jones, has a prominent role in.
Exactly.
So the only Del Toro movie that I've seen that I just didn't care for was Crimson Peak.
Okay.
Was Ron Perlman in that? He's been in most of Del Toro's movies.
I feel like he has to have been, but I can't think of who he would have played. It's been I've only seen that one once.
Yeah. I like Del Toro.
Yeah, I do too. I feel like there was something else I was going to say. It has completely lost. Completely gone.
It happens. Anything making you not miserable this week?
It is Comedy Bang Bang's best of season. Many hamburgers to you.
Many hamburgers to you.
I'm so glad. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It's pretty great. I do enjoy that as well. I know that at least one episode will take me 4 days to listen to.
Exactly.
So, it fills up some time.
Yeah, I guess the first one came out yesterday and I finished it today, so it only took me 2 days.
All right, yeah, I took a break today to listen to the new episode of The Dollop, so, but I've got Comedy Bang Bang to go back to.
Yeah.
Probably part 2 comes out on Thursday, probably, I think.
Yeah, it does on Thursday.
Yeah.
And then, Monday and Thursday of next week as well.
Yep.
Yeah, when I was working in the office, and everybody would be out, I would bank those and just listen to them straight through for a couple days.
Yeah.
That was great.
I might actually save them for when I work my weekend job.
Yeah.
Because we've got a lot of downtime there, so.
Yeah.
And often, Saturday night at 3 a.m., just I got nothing else to listen to.
Right. Yeah. So that's the thing that's making me most happy this week is Scott and Paul counting down the hits.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. How about you?
Think about that thing that you were going to talk about?
Oh, I was going to ask if you had watched The Banshees of Inisherin yet.
I have not.
Okay. It's really good,
all right,
and also very depressing.
All right.
So, fair warning.
Okay. What's that?
Martin McDonagh.
Yeah.
Yeah, who did In Bruges
I love In Bruges.
Seven Psychopaths.
I like that movie a lot.
Yeah.
I can't say that I love it, but I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, that's on HBO Max now, too.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Excellent. Is that it's not a horror movie, is it?
No.
Okay.
No, it is a drama, dark comedy.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, more drama
than
dark comedy.
For some reason, maybe just because the name Banshee is in it, I thought that maybe it was his sort of version of like an attempt at horror.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I guess it's fine.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I would want to see that.
I would too. Yeah, maybe I'll check that out sometime.
Yeah.
And brace myself for depression.
Yeah, what's making you happy this week?
Well, speaking of Paul F. Tompkins and Scott Aukerman,
Yeah.
I stumbled upon today. Let me preface this by saying that I fucking hate iTunes.
Okay.
It is the worst goddamn platform for anything. I know that as a podcaster, I probably shouldn't be saying that, but
it's not called iTunes anymore. It's Apple Music and Apple
whatever.
Podcasts and blah, blah, blah.
But you still go to the iTunes store.
Mm-hmm.
But I stumbled upon today that all 4 seasons of Bajillion Dollar Properties are for sale at the iTunes store for $5.
I saw that. And I considered investing.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, of course, I had to log into my iTunes account 5 different times. Then I had to authorize my computer to be able to use iTunes 3 different times. Then I had to log into PayPal to pay for it, which I then had to re-log back into my iTunes store so that it could authorize the PayPal, which then also sent me my, 6-digit one-time code to my phone that I had left in the other room.
Oh no!
Why would I need my phone to purchase something on iTunes?
So it went super smoothly.
It went great. But yes, despite all of that, I decided, yes, I love Bajillion Dollar Properties. I will buy every episode of it for $5.
Yeah, it seems worth it. I would love to watch it.
Yeah.
I don't know how I would watch it if I bought it.
You can download
Why
episodes.
did I say bought it that way?
I don't know. Yes, you can download them to a hard disk.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, you can put them on a thumb drive, put it in your Blu-ray player, whatever,
Okay.
burn them to a disc. I don't know what you
Yeah.
do.
I made a friend mix CD last week that I I made the playlist and then I actually burned it to a CD and I gave it to them.
Did you make some cover art for it?
No, I didn't.
That's disappointing.
I know.
Yeah.
But it was so fun.
Right?
Yeah.
And
And I can't stop listening to the mix I made. It's so good.
right? I am when I first entered my current relationship, I was like, she doesn't particularly know any of the type of music that I usually listen to, and I was like, well, I'll make her like a mix CD.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, I don't have any way to play that. And I got real sad.
Yeah.
And it's something that I've done for almost every person I've dated.
Yeah.
Here's a mix CD. Just a sample into my horrible brain.
Right.
and what terrible taste I have in music. That ended in 2003.
Yeah, basically.
But this is what I got.
Yeah.
And
Take it or leave it.
Yep, and she couldn't abide by that, and it just made me sad. Eventually, I found kind of a substitute for it. We had taken some road trips, a couple hour drive, and I made a playlist that I kept on my phone, and we listened to that. But it's still not the same.
Yeah.
So it's if it was an actual CD, I would have made art for it.
Mm-hmm.
I probably would have thrown in some just weird 5-second tracks. I would have mixed it faded songs into each other.
Oh, so you're a lunatic.
Yes. But a delightful one.
Well, of course. Yeah. I know what I'm dealing with here. Maybe for the next one I'll try that.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got audio editing software, right?
I do.
Yeah,
It's true.
Just build a playlist there. Just put the songs up to each other. Put a little fade in. Yeah. maybe throw in like just a little sample of like I don't know, Sports Night or something. In there. Something.
Who told you those words?
You did.
Oh, right. You learned it from watching me.
Yep.
Oh, man.
You got a movie for next week?
I do.
All right.
It's not an animated thing.
All right.
And it's also not a cartoon. I saw what you did.
Yeah.
So this it's on Netflix.
All right.
It's been out for a little while, but I don't know that it has been streaming before relatively recently.
Okay.
It's called Emily the Criminal.
Never heard of it.
Stars Aubrey Plaza.
I like her.
As Emily the Criminal.
I mean, say no more.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't because I think that's all I know about it.
But from what I would understand is that this was possibly theatrically released at some point.
I think it was.
Huh.
I think it was like super indie. I think.
Sure.
And like she might have produced it herself. But yeah, it's on Netflix now, and
right.
I've been wanting to see it for a little while, and I thought we should watch it.
I'm 1,000% on board.
Awesome, that's a lot of percent.
It is. I might have to take some of that back.
I was gonna say that's like 10 times all of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some of that back.
Okay,
I'm 90% on board.
Okay.
If I could just have 10% to make it through my days,
You can hold on to that. I'll allow it.
All right.
So yeah, Emily the Criminal.
Sounds great. We'll do that next week then.
Sounds good.
And hey, to you personally, have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you as well.
And to the listeners, Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, Happy MLK Day.
Yeah, one of those is coming up first.
Maybe Groundhog Day.
Ooh, Groundhog Day for sure. Yeah. Yep, that's it.
Well, put your little hand in mine. There ain't no bridge on a mountain. Why do I sound like Bob Dylan? I don't know. Anyway, good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening to The Viewmasters. You can subscribe to the show directly at view.guttertrash.net or at iTunes and leave us a review. Visit view.guttertrash.net for email information and links to Facebook and Twitter. We'll see you next time on The Viewmasters.